All right,
Okay.
let's get started. Last meeting of the year. Okay, I'll call the meeting to order. I need a motion to approve the November 9th meeting minutes.
So moved. This is Marty.
Sandeline, I'll second it.
All those in favor? Aye. I need another motion.
We're so used to being online, I guess.
We don't have to. There's no roll call.
Well, if we don't say our name, Jewel will beat up on us, so.
All right, so we have a special meeting as well that we need to motion to approve those minutes.
So moved. I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Board member comments. Mr. Kovalos, why don't you start?
Yes, I'm gonna start.
He's got a sheet.
So in my effort to always keep things short, I have a quick word of goodbye. I'd like to extend a sincere thank you to everyone at Loudon Water and to my colleagues on the board. The last 14 years have been a great experience for me, primarily due to working with one of the best run government agencies in the United States. I've said that many times and I still agree. This made it very easy to serve on this governing board. Carla, Alton, Mark, Brian, you all are phenomenal leaders at Loudon Water, and it's been a pleasure to work with you. Terry and the board, thank you for your partnership and making it easy for me when I was chairman. And of course, thank you also to Jewel. She's always there to give me a hand and help me with whatever problems I had. I couldn't leave, however, without a parting shot at some advice I would like to leave with all of you. I know you've heard this before, however, please never do anything that puts you on the front page of the Washington Post.
Amen.
Also, please don't ever sell or lease any Loudon Water land. And finally, please figure out how to reduce engineering costs on these projects. In closing, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and be safe and healthy this season. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Marty. Marty?
I know that's tough to follow, but go ahead.
It's impossible to follow. I have found Mark to be one of the best engineers, and I've met a lot of engineers in my travels. I think Mark is one of the best that I have ever met, and I mean that sincerely. Sometimes it gets you pissed off, but his comments are pretty on target. I wish you luck. Some of you may not know that his wife used to work for me back in Fairfax when I was there.
You know, like 10 years ago, right?
Good. A lot of years ago. And when I got on the board, the first thing I did was I saw his name, Kovalos. I said, gee, that sounds familiar. What I didn't know is he had already checked with his wife. How did I treat her when she was working for me? And luckily,
You were one of the good guys.
I was one of the good guys. I came out okay, so he treats me well. Anyway, I wish you luck, and I wish everybody here happy holiday and good New Year's. And I have to agree with Mark. This is the best goddamn organization I have met in the, well, I won't say how many years, in the years I've been out in the industry.
Thanks, Marty.
Thank you, Marty. John?
Next. Thank you, Terry. Well, Mark, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit before when you first announced that you were dropping off, so, but I'll pick it up from there. Now, thank you for your leadership, and as Marty said, your engineering savvy and skills and your attempt, and I think you've succeeded mostly in making this place better. I think you brought a lot of good knowledge. As being a son of an engineer, I agree with Marty. You're one of the best engineers I've seen. My father was a little bit different specialty than yours, but I learned a lot. I know it's big shoes to fill, and you followed me as chair, but I'm glad you did. I mean, I think at one point you were thinking of not doing it, but I'm really pleased that you decided to be chair. I'm sorry you had to cut it short a little bit, but certainly understand and wish you good health in your recovery. Please don't be a stranger. We'll be here. We may call you from time to time saying they're at it again with engineering. What do we do with this? But no, thank you for everything you brought to Loudon Water. It's been a pleasure working with you. Please don't be a stranger. You know, we're not too far from each other. And wish everyone very happy holidays and best New Year's. And if you're a praying person, please pray for peace this year. It's important. We've got a lot of trouble going on in other parts of the world, and we need peace. So hopefully next year we'll bring peace to everyone. Thanks.
Thank you, Sean. Brent?
Yeah, I'll associate my comments with theirs, so I don't repeat everything. Mark, certainly miss having you here and was sad to see you leave. So, and I know Bill Byers isn't here either, but I feel like you set off a little, I think you prompted. I think, yeah, he's like, you know what? This resigning thing's not so bad. Anyhow, you'll be missed, and I'm sure we'll see you around, but really appreciate all your time and leadership that you put into here. And I really appreciate that you sat and participated in all the committees. It's a big time commitment. It's a big time commitment to just do one committee, and you're there on finance, CIP, audit, you're in everything, which was great. So appreciate it a lot.
Thanks, Brent. Jim?
Mark, been on this board for 8 years, and your leadership has been inspiring. As Brent said, you show up at all the meetings, and it's important. This is a lot of decisions we make here are important and impact our ratepayers in the community. So I really do appreciate that. Looking forward to seeing you come back and being on the you'll be out in the audience or on that. Sign up and remember what the chair says. You have to do this. You can't clap. You know. Yeah. So that's good. And then there's a couple other things that I had. I wanted to everyone know. I received the ICBRB Potomac River News, and it just came out today. And you know the drought's lessening, but it's still listed as drought. I guess it says that they're recommending, I guess, to go to downgrading from mandatory to voluntary, being conservative. And since we're not in irrigation season, that's easy to do, right? But anyway, I just wanted to point that out. If you don't get that report, I can give you the link. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Keith?
Well, Mark, I want to thank you for all that you've done for the board, but also for what you've done to the new members. And the other day in a meeting, I was thinking I'd been only on the board for 2 years, and Jim reminded me, wait, it's been like 4 years. And I said, well, look, time flies when you're having fun. So, but I just wanted to thank you for welcoming us and just showing us the ropes in terms of the Loudon Water Board. Appreciate that. And to everyone, as everyone's already stated, have a safe and happy holidays and best wishes in the new year.
Thank you, Keith. Angeline?
Mark, you're going to be missed. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you for your time, your contribution, your dedication, all encompassing on your expertise on the board. The time I've known you, I'm just going to say it again. We missed very dearly.
Thank you, Angeline. So I'm going to read, before I do my opening, or my board comments, I'm going to read a brief message that has to be read into the record. In accordance with the Virginia Freedom of Information Act 2.2-3712B, the Loudon Water Board of Directors Selection Committee will conduct interviews and closed meetings for the position of general manager. The interviews will take place at Loudon Water's administrative building within the next 15 days. So everyone knows that Mr. Byers has resigned from the Loudon Water Board. As most of you know, Bill was planning to relocate, and that timetable accelerated recently, hence his resignation. So we will miss Bill and his 11 years of dedication, but we will honor Bill's service to Loudon Water at the January board meeting. I want to thank the search committee, the GM search committee, for its hard work thus far. I can tell you that the quality of candidates is making our job very difficult. The process is moving on schedule, and we anticipate a decision by early to mid-January. Amanda, I guess you all saw the letter today about her moving on. She'll be leaving us and joining Alex Renew. I think the transition between Jonathan and Amanda was as seamless as you could possibly have. And I think that's a testament to her knowledge and expertise. She'll be missed, and we wish her well in her new endeavor. And then Mr. Koblis, how do you describe Mark? Mark. For me, it's the following, transparent, to the point, relevant, candid, decisive, and knowledgeable. You will always, we always know where you stood and where you stand. And that's very helpful on a board because obviously sometimes there's ambiguity. In order to make a decision, it's nice to have leadership, and you've always provided that. We're going to miss your input, and I know Loud Water will too. So thank you very much. And then Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and be safe, everybody. It's on to the general manager's report.
So before I give my report, Mr. Sultan asked if I would ask Jewel, as your board secretary, if she would like to say anything to Mr. Kobelis. Keep it clean, Jewel.
Thank you. You really have shown such great leadership to everyone, and I've learned a lot from you. And you always kept me on my toes. I will say that. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Jewel.
Thank you.
So Mr. Kobelis, Mr. Allen's adjectives were not the same ones that I have, but I will say that on behalf of myself, my DGMs, and all the staff, we thank you for your leadership, your advice, your guidance, the challenges that you presented to us, which just have made us stronger in everything that we do. So we wish you all the best in retirement. I would like to thank our essential staff and all on-call employees that worked over the Thanksgiving holiday and express our appreciation to them for their dedication to Loudon Water and our customers. Loudon Water will be closed half a day on December 22nd, full day December 25th, and January 1st. And so I would like to take this opportunity to wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday season. For those of you that have been on the board a while, you'll remember the Stonewater Lane Bridge, which was originally constructed as a private bridge to access Trap Rock. And that has now been accepted by VDOT into their system. And so VDOT now assumes responsibility for future maintenance and costs on that bridge. The initiative to get that turned over to VDOT was led by our operations staff at Trap Rock. So a big thank you to them for getting this done. Some statistics, ERCs through November totaled 2404. So we have reached our projection of 2350 for the year, which is good news. I do want to say thank you to Amanda as well. I mean, it's been such a pleasure over the last 18 months to get to work with you, and I'm sure we'll stay in touch and figure out what's going on over there at Alex Renew and keep you up to date on what's happening here. And exciting things, I'm sure. Just a couple reminders for you. Your January board meeting will be on January 11th, 3:30. CIP committee on Wednesday, January 25th, and your finance committee meeting on January 26th. That's the day that you're going to be on, right? The 20th.
No, it's
Why are we having a January board meeting? Well, yes, that's correct, but I'm not sure where the selection committee will be at
Oh,
that point.
It's any of my business,
yeah.
you know. Dan, I mean,
Yeah.
they'll never retire.
And also,
For
at
those
that-
of you who don't know, that's the move.
Right, exactly. And we can't have committee meetings until we know who the committee meetings are, or who the committee members are. So Mr. Allen will have that to do at that meeting as well. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Thank you. Jewel, do we have anyone signed up to speak? Thank you. Agenda, I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
CIP, there was a joint CIP Finance Committee meeting. I think everyone here attended that meeting, so I think we can dispense with the reading of the minutes. So you're off the hook, Mr. Sultan. The consent agenda, you're off the hook unless.
Oh. I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Too late, too late.
Not
He's a
even.
lame- He's a lame duck. He's a lame duck.
I wasn't gonna say that.
just putting you in practice. You're out. Just here to say farewell.
We'll let you second it, Marty.
I'll second my own.
It's your own motion.
Oh my God, what's going on?
All
What's
those,
today?
all those who say aye for agenda. Thank you. Consent agenda motion is passed. Action items. The adoption of the 2024 budget. Brian, are you doing that?
I am. Unfortunately, Sally is under the weather today, so I'm going to attempt to fill in as best that I can today. So
Thank you.
please go easy on me. Okay, so we are here today to seek your approval for the 2024 budget. That's our agenda. I'll hit the highlights. As Mr. Allen mentioned, all of you were at the CIP meeting. So the Finance Committee endorsed the operating budget in October. The Joint Finance and CIP saw the 10-year capital improvement plan as well as the 2024 capital spending plan. So today we are seeking your approval for the combined 2024 operating budget and capital spending plan. Some key issues, this does include the 3% rate increase for both user rates and availability charges that the board adopted in December of 2021. ERC projections for 2024 is 2,645, which is almost a 300 increase from 2023. Total revenues, 177.6 million for 2024. Of that, your operating revenue is 125 million, the majority of that made up of consumption charges for water and wastewater. And then the rest is your non-operating revenue, which is availability charges and investment income, and that's 52.6 million. That is a $10.8 million increase from 2023, and you can see that's almost evenly split between the increase in ERCs as well as the projected increase in investment income. Expenses are 166.7 million, and that's a $6.9 million increase from 2023. The majority of the increases are seen in personnel and then our wholesale water and wastewater purchases from Fairfax and DC Water, as well as chemicals and electricity. And in speaking with DC Water and Fairfax Water, their drivers for increases are personnel and chemicals and electricity as well. So excluding depreciation, your operating expenses are 88.2 million, which is a $4.7 million increase over last year. Your depreciation is 69.1 million, which is a $2.8 million increase. And then your non-operating expenses, which is the principal and interest on your debt, is 9.4 million. And then here's a summary of the increases and decreases in the large categories that make up the $6.9 million increase. Just a reminder, your 10-year CIP that was presented is a little over $1.5 billion for the 10-year. We are asking today for the 148.1 million for 2024. And you can see the expenses by program there, with Potomac Water Supply being the biggest with the quarry project that is beginning. And then this is just another look with the total project. I believe is there a question?
Yeah, and can you go back to
Yes.
the capital spending plan? Next slide, the slide before this. Okay, go the next slide. All right. Okay, so my question here is, when we're looking at the capital spending plan here, where do we see the most, increase, or where should we concentrate? Which items should we concentrate on more on to make up that total? Do you know what I mean? Like, should we where has been an increase in the spending most, and where do we see the increase? Because that's something I do want to know.
From compared to 2023?
Compared to the previous spending plan.
Oh, compared to the 10-year that was presented last
Yeah.
year? Yes, the majority of the increases, I would say, are in the Broad Run Phase 3 expansion, which is showing up kind of in the brown color in the outer years there. We've also gotten the revised and now approved costs for the quarry That was 145 million that you all approved just recently. And then JLMA costs as well. We've gotten more firmer costs as we progress through those projects on a yearly basis.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And so then this chart just shows kind of the number of projects that fall within each overall category. And so that's the recommended motion, but I'm happy to answer any other questions.
Does anyone have any other questions for Brian? All right, seeing none, someone make a motion to approve the 2024 budget. All those in favor? Thank you, Brian. Resolution of appreciation for Mark Kobelis. One more item.
Just keep coming.
They just keep coming. All right, so this is the resolution for Mark. It's whereas Mr. Kobelis was appointed to the Loudon Water Board and served with distinction tirelessly and continuously from January 2010 to December 2023, serving for a 14-year period. Whereas Mr. Kobelis served on the CIP, Architecture, GM Recruiting, Chronicle, Geohydrology Policy, and Audit Committees, and consistently participated in other meetings, retreats, and workshops, providing important contributions and leadership, and chaired the CIP and Audit Committees during a period of significant growth and accomplishments at Loudon Water, including design and implementation of the Trap Rock Water Treatment Facility and construction of the Beaver Dam Reservoir Park. Whereas Mr. Kobelis served as Board Vice Chair from February 2016 to June 2020 and Chair of the Board from July 2020 to June 2023, and providing guidance, unique contributions, and unprecedented expertise from the engineering industry, as well as depth of knowledge, sound advice, and expertise to staff. Now, therefore, it be resolved that Loudon Water's members and staff express to Mr. Kobelis their deepest appreciation for his leadership and service, for the devotion he has so generously, effectively, and graciously given the authority. Be it further resolved that this resolution be made a part of the authority's minute dated this 14th day of December 2023. Congratulations.
Yes, motion to approve the resolution.
Oh, so moved. Second, this is the tough part, the voting. All those in favor? Aye. Come on
Put
up
that in
here.
your office, Mark. Put that with the fireplace. What office? Yeah, sorry. Just- Yeah.
Sure.
Anybody taking a picture?
Yes,
Resolution.
Jewel?
You got, why don't you come in?
Carrie. Look this way.
Hold on. What's your knee?
Oh,
Yeah, can't hurt
should
it.
go on the other
Space.
side.
Yeah, you should get on the other side. No. She's, there you go.
You hold it.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you.
Mhm. Thank you.
Thank you.
I already did my speech, so I didn't want to stay up
Yes.
there yet.
Well, you might.
There's a couple other things.
Oh, wow.
There's bottled water.
Yeah.
Small token of appreciation from the board and staff.
Wow. Can I open it now? or-
Yes.
Oh, yes.
You may.
Is it alcoholic?
No. Your policies.
All right, it's what I need. I know, it's ones I use. Oh, and a sweater. Oh, nice. Oh, this is warm too. That's what I like. As you get old, you need warm sweaters.
You look sharp out there.
Thank you very much. Oh, another gift? Oh, you got you got some mine there, Loudon Water? No, I'm not gonna be able
Don't be
to.
losing those now.
As you- Can't use these. Loudon Water golf balls. Woo-hoo! All right.
Don't be losing this.
So my wife, we were playing one time, and she found this golf ball. And it said on the golf ball, if you found this ball, you suck too. Well, thank you, everybody. Very nice. Oh, wow. Man, this is, should have retired earlier. Thank you. Can I open it? I'm a ripper. Oh, wow, look at this. From the Boston Post, love it.
That's classic.
Perfect. Good. Very good. Very nice of you. Finally there. Oh, I love it. That's great.
There's actually a message there too.
I will read it, not up now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Very nice of you guys.
That is.
Now I gotta clean up this mess. That's pretty cool, though. Man, you guys know me well, don't you?
Well, after 14 years.
Saying the same thing over and over again?
So Elton, that's part of all.
That's a good idea.
Do for us. Do put that together.
Yeah.
Brought Elton's vision to life.
We finally ended up on the front
We
page.
finally made it.
Yeah.
We
wow.
finally made it.
All right, we're on to monthly reports. First one is the finance summary by Mr. Carnes. Does anyone have any questions on that? I had one, can't remember what it was. Oh, well, go ahead. No, I can't
Yeah.
remember what it was.
Oh, okay.
It'll come to me. later.
So you announced that we're over,
Yes.
we're ahead on the ERCs. And I saw the projection for next year. We've had to adjust them. How confident are we on next year's ERCs?
I would say we're fairly confident. We did an internal analysis and it matched what the county projection was, which is the 2645. So we felt after doing an internal analysis, including data centers, that we would be able to hit that number for next year.
I'm glad you're confident. You can tell I have a few concerns, so I guess we'll be watching it every month. So-
Absolutely. Yep.
So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Von Filtz. I think that was my question too, so at least I'm sticking with that story. The second report was the water resource management report from Jessica Edwards Brandt. Does anyone have any questions on that? I notice we're still in yellow in all the community systems, but that's just holding steady, I assume. Okay. Thank you. And then the water and sewer agreements, does anyone have any questions for Hue Tran on that? All right. That concludes our open portion of the meeting today. We will move into closed session, but thank you, everybody. Have a great holiday and a happy new year. Yeah, I'll read that. Pursuant to section 2.2-3711 of the Code of Virginia, I move that the board of this authority enter into a closed meeting. The authority for this closed meeting is found in section 2.2-3711A subsection 1. The items to be discussed are general manager annual merit review. Motion to approve that resolution. Mark, second. Sean, all those in favor? Aye.